After a year, face-to-face communication between the leaders of China and the United States was once again witnessed by the international community. In the past few months, the bilateral relationship between China and the U.S. has gradually walked out of the shadow of the balloon incident and the like, showing a stop in decline and a trend of stabilization. High-ranked officials of both countries have dialogued and negotiated frequently, with China-U.S. economic and financial working groups formed, and the two countries have been promoting people-to-people exchanges. In such context, Chinese President Xi Jinping and American President Joe Biden met on November the 15th at Filali Estate, south of San Francisco. This meeting is to set China-U.S. relations back to the trajectories pictured when President Xi and President Biden met on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia. It's also an important window for both countries to join hands to avoid a zero-sum game and view one country's success as an opportunity for the other. During the meeting, President Xi Jinping underscored that the two countries should foster a new San Francisco vision while consolidating the 5 pillars for China-U.S. relations. Fundamentally, the U.S. needs to alter its existing stereotypes towards China and the relationship between the two countries. It should be aware that China will not take the wrong path of seeking hegemony with growing strength, nor does it have a plan to surpass or unseat the United States. America's moves of suppression and containment will neither prevent China from developing nor force it to remodel itself. On the Taiwan question, the most important and most sensitive issue in China-U.S. relations that receives wide attention from the international community, President Xi Jinping elaborated on China's principled position. The tension across the Taiwan Strait arose from the U.S. side's failure to take real actions to honor its commitment of not supporting Taiwan independence. Moreover, it has been compromising the One China principle. To truly mitigate the crisis and maintain peace, the U.S. side should stop arming Taiwan and support China's peaceful reunification. The two countries also agreed to cooperate in a range of fields, among which the resumption of bilateral high-level military-to-military communication has been attached utmost importance by the Biden administration and the international community. Many think this could lower the possibility of war in the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea between China and the U.S. The two countries also showed willingness to work together on coping with fentanyl, climate change, and AI issues, which received compliments from the international community and those with vision in America. Besides, the San Diego Zoo in California may also benefit from the summit meeting. It may welcome some new pandas, as the animal is a longtime favorite of the American people. 2024 will be another U.S. presidential election year. As always, the U.S. politicians will again hype up the China threat narrative and propagate anti-China agendas. Hence, it's especially meaningful to build a floor for China-U.S. relations at the San Francisco summit meeting. However, if we see into why the relationship between the two countries had been free-falling and a stop to it was needed, it boils down to how the Biden administration insists on adopting a rather extreme way of strategic competition to deal with China, trying to decouple with China in the economic field while manipulating the Taiwan question in its security field. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. To substantially ease the tension between China and the U.S. and to really safeguard peace and stability in the international system, progress must be made step by step. Quote President Xi Jinping, "Major country competition is not the prevailing trend of current times and cannot solve the problems facing China and the United States or the world at large. The U.S. should not view China as a rival. Instead, it should take a longer view." Hopefully, the two countries could usher in a new chapter after the San Francisco summit meeting, actively put the heads of states' consensus into action, and stride toward a new China-U.S. relationship framework that is more stable and more constructive. I'm Suma Lu in Beijing. Thank you for watching.